Hello, hello. Apparently I was syncing cloud save for like the first couple minutes, which meant I dropped every other frame. So yeah, I always forget. Okay, I don't always forget, but sometimes I live in denial that my internet truly is awful, where like a cloud save being uploaded just tanks my stream. I wonder if there's a way to make that only happen during the night or something. I don't know, because I think that's the second time it's happened this week. There's been some issues with my cloud saves for Steam. Anyway, we're doing the no pipes thing again because the first base was yeah. I was not not a huge fan with how it turned out. Let's put it that way. It was really messy, and also it just took so long because I didn't prioritize the barrel recycling well enough, so we ended up with just we backed up something every like hour. And I just thought of a much better way to build everything, so I would like to try it again now that it's not going to be awful. And the easiest solution will be to build pretty much everything that needs water directly on the lake, which I think would be fun. I'm also probably going to do, honestly, I'll probably just do like 200% of everything, just so it's like a little bit better. But I don't really want the super dense resources for this one, especially oil. Oil, I want to at least be a little bit a ways away, just so I can have a really long belt with barrels on it for oil. The latency is going to be so high. And yeah, base. Biters, I don't think biters really affect this one much. Cliffs, mm, cliffs don't really do anything. Yeah, if biters don't affect the challenge, I usually disable them. For this one, they would just make it take like 30 minutes longer. But they wouldn't add anything unique unless I wanted to do something. Unless I wanted to make an entirely like flamer defended base with them, then it's slightly different. And this seems awful. We're gonna reroll. You know what? We're just gonna actually reroll. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't enable the queue because this is still a very outdated version, and I can't update it yet because there's a couple replays I have on this that I can't afford to get rid of. So we need to we need to keep we need to either make a backup save of this game version or just not worry about it. But yeah, it's the same thing we did last week. Wait, was it last week? Yeah, it's the same thing we did last week, but I realized I was really dumb and missed a super obvious super obvious way to design oil, and I couldn't have myself wrap the challenge up without actually using it, so we're just gonna go again. And what am I looking for? There we go. Always. I have the biggest of brains. Yes, exactly. That's why. Oh my gosh, why is my internet just not working today? Maybe it's not cloud saves being screwy. Am I able to stream? Yeah, I have the biggest of brains. That's why it took me for like that's why it took me 6 hours to notice that I could just directly feed petroleum into the chem plants. What is happening? Okay, Steam is definitely closed. Wait, Steam is not closed. Did it load again? Oh my gosh. Okay. It better stay closed this time. Steam has been like having issues with cloud save, like, and I keep getting distracted and not re-rolling. Steam has been having issues with cloud saves all day. Like they're just not working for me, but they're trying to work. I feel like there's just something really big is trying to upload that I keep interrupting. But yeah, when it does that, it tanks my stream. Also, I don't have biters, so I can really just choose any map, can't I? Where the resources are somewhat decent. Ooh, wait. Oh, wait, this one's good. Oh, this is really good. This is the perfect spot for oil processing. Like, I don't think there's anything we don't need here. Oh, we're going with this one. We can remotely process all of our oil and just send back a belt of plastic. I like that. But yeah, the gist of it, it's not a very, it's not a very complicated thing. We're just not allowing ourselves to place pipes. So that's really all there is to it. We need to the first like hour is not going to be different at all. But then after that, it just becomes a mess of barrels. We're also not allowing tanks and pumps because those are basically just pipes, but you know, slightly different shaped. We can pass stuff through boilers if we really want to, but I think it would be more fun to just have everything built directly on the shore, so I'll probably be going with that. The only thing going through boilers will be, you know, power. But yeah, after the first attempt at this, I'll definitely need some luck, because I'll probably miss something critical a second time. Because yeah, it was, we sure missed something. Yeah, I can also use flamethrowers to pass through liquids, which I can assure you is not useful, but it is fun. It was a very fun way to do it. Where do I keep these things? Okay. We need to find rocks. Oh, hey, look, there's rocks. Hello, Pretty Decent. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, this is definitely, out of all the things I've done, this is probably like the simplest for sure. But also just one of the more annoying. It's weird, like it's definitely not that hard, but it's kind of annoying because barrels are so bad. Like they are not that they are not that good. Their throughput of like an entire yellow boat is like 700 per second, which is super low. Is this a speedrun or just creative solutions? I'll be trying to beat it as fast as I reasonably can, but also it's not like I'm not going to skip an opportunity to do something really dumb and creative just to like launch a little bit faster probably. But I mean, usually the goal is to just try to beat it as fast as I think I can, without it being just me quietly quietly placing things as fast as possible. Like so I guess more of like a middle ground. Okay, and then do we need more? I mean, we could probably use more rocks. Yeah, I mean, we can always use more rocks. What else do we need? Oh right, we should probably. Oh wait. Oh, there's a perfect copper patch. This is actually really nice. Like that copper patch to the left will be great for getting starting resources. Honestly, not a bad map. It also helps that there's no biters. So that way we can, you know, actually justify a desert map. But yeah, I couldn't reasonably justify adding biters to this because I don't think combat would have been changed. It would have just been plain Factorio with biters, but like a little bit slower, which is not super interesting because I don't even like biters in the best of days. But if they do add something unique, I do like to add them. So I will like to do my mouse only one with biters, of course. Now that I know it's possible. Didn't want to do it the first time because I was not sure how long it would take without biters. definitely manageable with biters now. The invisible run definitely benefited from biters. That was great. And also terrifying because the acid was also invisible, which I didn't particularly like that part. Okay, now we're out of coal. I guess we can just burn the wood. It would have been nice if we found a better coal rock somewhere, but that's fine. We don't really need that. Yeah, let's just finish out the 6, and then... I mean, our base can just really go up. The patches aren't huge. I did set them to be a little bit higher just so it goes a bit faster. But they're nothing crazy. I didn't want to be able to get like all of the resources I need from like the starter patch. I want to be able to have to get at least one outpost. Especially oil. I wanted oil to be somewhat far away. Mostly because oil is horrible to get when you have to barrel it back to your base. So that seemed like it would benefit decently from that. And then I think I just continue finishing coal. Is this enough? Yeah, no, that's more than enough. Well, I think. And then coal is next, and then we need some... Actually, no, we don't really need stone. We got a lot of rocks. We can do coal next. Or copper next, and then we can go get stone. This is probably enough iron, considering I don't really know how to start that quickly. With random maps, I only ever really did set seeds. So my speed is significantly lower in something like this. But I'm definitely getting faster. It doesn't help that I don't like having a set pattern, especially if it's something like I would not want to follow the exact same base every time I built. Wait, every time I built something? At least in, I mean, I like it in any prison. I would never want to do that for a challenge run. If we can even call this one a challenge. Silly run? This one's more like a meme run than anything, because it's, aside from like the second half of it, it really doesn't change a ton. Okay. Why did I build so many burner drills? Well, I guess we're making more copper, which we definitely do not need. Yeah, it's Meme Run Monday. Oh wait, I didn't put Meme Run Monday in my title. Meme Run Monday. There we go. Yeah, Mondays is when I tend to start the... Mondays is usually when I do the silliest things. The other days are either planning for them or extending one that I didn't finish but really wanted to finish that week. But for the most part, we start them on Mondays. Mostly for the alliteration. I'm thinking I might change the day just because I feel like Sunday's probably a better day for it. But I just like the sound of Meme Run Monday. There's literally no other reason. 3... than that. Sounds like you like Mondays more. Yeah, maybe we should keep it that day. Gives people a reason to look forward to a Monday. Yeah, honestly, the first hour won't change much, but then we're gonna have to make a lot of landfill. Because landfill is the only way we can really make it's the only way we can really make oil in a way that is not awful. Let's see. I guess we can chop some trees. What else? Power poles. Do I need burner inserters? Do I really need to automate this? Yeah, might as well. Chest. Okay. Let's try to figure out where we should go. Right here? Oh, this is a great spot, actually. Do we need trees? Yes, we need trees. Good answer. I don't know if that's what I don't know if that was the... I don't know if that was what it was at response to, but we do need trees, so I'll assume it's that one. Sometimes I forget what I say. Often I forget what I say. I'm getting better. Definitely getting better about that. Words come out, but who knows what they are. Okay, there we go. Technically we need one more steam engine, but also we don't. We really don't need 4 of them. Okay. I don't like how water is like all the way up there. It's not hard to get to at all. It's just a little bit farther than I would like. I do have an idea of where we can do a second power plant later. And yeah, these are my shark socks. I love them. I guess I don't talk about it that much, but I absolutely love the Sharknado movies. They are so dumb, but they're so fun. I can't get enough of them. They're really nice. Is this everything we need? Oh my god, I almost built a pipe. Wait, let's put on autosave just in case. Okay, autosave is on. It probably doesn't need to be every 5 minutes. There we go. That way if I accidentally place a pipe out of habit, we can just reload and we don't have to just reset the whole thing. Although, as long as I don't put it on my hotbar, I'll probably be safe. But I don't really trust myself either. There we go. I don't really know what pattern I should be using here. Okay. I can pre-place some of the power poles, which I think will make it easier. Although, yeah, since we don't have biters, we don't need to worry about burner stuff. You like a good... B-movies are great. Like, I feel bad calling them just B-movies and, like, below average. But, like, you know, they're fun. They're very fun, and I love them. But they're probably not critically acclaimed. They should be. Especially how wild that one goes. Like, the first one was crazy. Like, just as a concept. And it's like, how do you get past Sharknadoes? And boy, did they find a way. Highly recommended if you're into B-movies. Definitely one of my favorites. Honestly, anything with a shark you can't go wrong with. I'm kind of sad that Sharknado finished. Because, like, it's not just that I miss Sharknado, but that, like, during the 6 years or so when Sharknado was popular, and, like, still being made, a bunch of other creators would try to make similarly themed movies that released that same week, like Sharknado week instead of Shark Week. It was fantastic. Oh wait, we didn't. We never finished the lab. How did I cancel the lab? Okay. Thought we were missing something. Whoops. There we go. That makes so much more sense. But yeah, Sharknado. So, Sharknado week was awesome because it meant you got silly things like Sharktopus or Three-Headed Shark Attack or Terracuda. All the good things. Is there a mod or is it just all barreling? No, this is just vanilla. We just can't place any pipes for oil and stuff. So it'll be barrels or a lot of direct feeding. It'll mostly be direct feeding, I think. Because barrels are a lot more complicated than just doing a 1-to-1 ratio of oil refineries to chem plants, and also just a lot worse. I found that after the first time I did this, that I should not have been barreling like 90% of stuff. Should have just been producing it on site, so I wanted to try it again with that correction. Because I just was not super happy with how the original base looked and wanted to redo it. I wish they still had it, too, because they don't have it here. Like, they used to, but like I said, it's kind of stopped. Occasionally you'll get a fun one, but it's not that common. Anymore. Which was a shame, because, like, I looked forward to, like, the 4 or 5 new shark movies that they released each year. Like, how do you top Ghost Shark? Ooh, oh wait. What about a zombie shark movie? Because those also exist. Zombie Shark was great. There's like a zombie shark tidal wave. That was good. Top tier B movie. Highly recommend. Hey, what else do we need? Honestly, we just need a lot of conveyor belts. Is this enough space? I mean, if I trust myself, this is enough space. I guess we'll see. I don't think I trust myself, but maybe. Why isn't that working? There we go. We just need some coal. There we go. I like how the power goes over and then under and then back up because I was not sure where my base was going to be. Also, I did not have any stone furnaces. Perfect. I think that's what it's called. Zombie shark. I think there's 2 of them. Zombie tidal wave. That's what it's called. I think there might be one just called Zombie Shark, but it's called Zombie Tidal Wave. And it has the guy from Sharknado, which made it even better. There we go. There's our normal smelting lane that has no pipes in it, which I guess arguably is most most smelting lanes, or I guess anything that isn't a modded smelting lane probably doesn't have pipe in it. Unless you're doing like space exploration or Bob's. Definitely Angels. Angels has a lot of pipe in their smelting lanes. It's like all pipe. If I'm thinking of the right one. I think that's the one with all the casting. Do we need anything else? There's something I forgot. Oh wait, no, I didn't forget anything. I was just gonna make some assemblers because I did not have any of those. Let's get those placed while we wait for, or while we go finish the lane. Huh, yeah, not having these pre-crafted is rough. There we go. Okay, we can catch up though. Not like we're that behind. It's not like we're not really in a rush either. We just need to get 4 assemblers and then we can go back to handcrafting everything. There we go. Okay, those should finish while we do the smelting lane. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think, yep, we're a little bit short. As I was building that, I realized it was probably going to catch up. So I could have been doing power pulls on the way. Have you ever played Warptoria? Warptoria was awesome. That was actually the first modded playthrough I did more than like a single day. I loved it. And I think it helped that it was very vanilla. So it was like a really, really easy to get into because you don't get overwhelmed by super complicated recipes or anything like that. Because it's just vanilla recipes for the most part, but with a space constraint and like a cool concept. But yeah, it's really nice. I like that one. I didn't. I wanted to keep playing after I launched a rocket, but you have most of the space text by that point, so I felt like, or most of the factory unlocked by that point. So none of the none of the late technologies seems super appealing. I almost kept playing to get like a stationary permanent base, but I don't know. Just wasn't feeling it after that point. But getting to a launch in that was so cool, especially since you could use the ultra powerful production beacons and launch a rocket for like 30% of the cost or something. I don't remember how low it got, but it was pretty darn cheap. There we go. Okay, that's looking a lot better. We're gonna leave some space because we keep forgetting to do that, and it pretty much always haunts us whenever we forget to leave gap for spaghetti, because we do make a lot of spaghetti here. We be making spaghetti all the time. Like, grab the lab. Okay. We should be good to actually, like, have science now. Also, wait. Can I not count? Nope, nope, we're good. We're good. I need more assemblers, though. No, wait, no, I don't. Wait, when did I queue up so many assemblers? Weird. Okay. I definitely did not mean to queue up that many. We do need them, so it's not a bad thing. It's just not what I intended to build. 1, 2, 3. There we go. This should be a nice little science flower. That will give us more than enough red science for the speed we'll be building. But it's nice to have it. Let's see, logistics first, of course. And some chests. We're going to delete the chest, though, for now, just so it can start building. Or we're just going to, you know what, we're just gonna handcraft one. There we go. That's even easier. There we go. How do we crack oil without pipes? Oh, oil cracking is very messy. We don't need to do it, but you just use a whole lot of barrels and a very, very long chain of assemblers. But yeah, for the most part, you just barrel stuff. You barrel stuff immediately, and then either produce stuff on patch or use you can use boilers as pipes for water. So that's one option, or you can just turn things directly into lube, directly into solid fuel, and then directly into barrels. Like if you do all three of those, that helps. Now let's send it up. I think this is not the direction I meant to make the base, but that's fine. There we go. A nice little starting base. Cool. Now we can go figure out what we did wrong. Right. We don't have iron. That's what we did wrong. We only have like 6, 7. Fluid trains, unfortunately, with the rule set I have, are not possible. I think they would be really nice. But because I'm not letting myself use pumps, that means we can't use fluid trains either. Which is a bit sad. Because they would be a great alternative to just have things directly take from trains. But yeah, you need pumps to fill the fluid trains. Hello, Pantho. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, hopefully this run is less of a mess than the last attempt. Now I know not to have one central recycling belt for barrels. Where's your coal supply? At the moment, it's just hand-fed. But now that we have logistics, we're about to automate it pretty soon. There we go. This should be more than enough coal. I don't know why that gap feels like more than one tile. I know it's not, but it feels wrong. And then, ooh. Okay. We don't have as much belt on hand as I thought we did. Okay, power should be fine. Although, I think we're gonna automate it soon, just because why not? We need a splitter for that. More boilers would help. It feels really wrong automating pipes. Like, we do have to use pipes for crafting, we just can't place pipes. You just finished your supply train to my coal plant after an hour of trying to figure out what was wrong with it? Wait, what was wrong with it? Was it just missing the base? Or missing, like, missing a train station? It wasn't registering the stops. Ah, yeah, that's me anytime I use a train. Or the tunnels. What's a tunnel? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, is there a feature I don't know about in vanilla? Like, I know I don't use trains much, but I wasn't confident. That sounds nice. I'm assuming it's just like underground pipes, or undergrounds, but for, let's see, which side of the belt is this? Undergrounds, but for trains. Allows trains to go underground and come back from it. Yeah, that sounds very nice. Are you looking forward to the expansion adding like actual, like official support for that? Well, I guess it's kind of the opposite, but probably the same concept of going over, like some kind of elevated rails is all I know what it is. I don't know what they're calling it, but I imagine it's going to have this really weird thing where it makes it that the bases are cleaner, but also messier at the same time. Because it would let you do so much, like, more compact builds, I think, with a rail. But also you'll make the rails into a complete mess. And I think that combination will be fantastic. To see what cores are created. Especially since they're also making the rails be able to, I think, have a greater degree of rotation. The rail changes are going to be great. Honestly, they also have, like, greater than equal to conditions, right? No, that's for combinators. That's for combinators. Although I think they're doing something with, like, train groups. Honestly, I don't know much about the expansion, but the quality of life things that they're doing just in general, along with the expansion, are going to be so great. Because I've definitely been keeping more on top of those than I have the actual, like, expansion updates. Like, all I know about the Space Shades itself is space. There's probably a lot more to it than that. Or at least a little bit more. Honestly, probably not a lot more. Is this enough? Do I have enough iron? Honestly, I should just take the whole patch, but nah, I don't need to worry about it yet. We don't have a splitter, so I guess we'll just combine them. Okay. So hopefully we have enough pipe by now. I think we stopped automating gears. Mods make the game a lot more complicated, but you like it that way? Oh yeah, they had a lot of complexity. But yeah, mods are popular. Like, makes sense. A lot of people like the added complexity. I like playing with mods occasionally. For the most part, I just like mostly like speedrunning the game and doing like random challenge stuff. But I've been doing a space exploration playthrough, and this is like the farthest I've gone in a mod before, other than Warptoria, which is, you know, barely an overhaul mod. Like it changes a little bit, but yeah, the added complexity is a significant. It's really fun, but boy, is there a lot of added complexity. Okay, why don't we have anything? How did we burn through all our intermediates? There we go. Okay, do we have enough inserters? Oh, wait, that would do it. How do we burn through all of our intermediates, I say, as I have like 48 inserters that I haven't used yet? Yeah, that would do it. And also a bunch of drills that I didn't need to make? Yeah, okay, it all makes sense now. Okay, but we should be good soon. Coal is automated. Hopefully it's connected. There's like a 50% chance it's not because I was not paying super close attention to it. And then we'll have another smelting lane here, and then another one here. Okay, so iron will go this way. Although I wanted to leave the gap because I do not trust myself to to not avoid spaghetti. No matter what we do, it is unavoidable. We are quite bad at that. Okay, yeah, that should work. Which means gears will be, I guess, probably here. Then these will also be here. Okay. Trying to figure out where the copper cable assemblies will go. I think I want them here. Assuming the spacing is right, and I'm pretty sure that's what I wanted. There we go. Now we can place these and use them for hand feeding and not have to worry about moving them later. Or you can just like fully, honestly, we can probably just fully build them at this point. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh wait, no, this is the intermediate one. Okay, no, that was right. We just need a splitter, which we should probably queue up. Then output, double output, output, output. These are very unevenly spaced. There we go. Now it looks better. Not like the looks matter that much, but you know, if I can avoid making it a mess, like 20 minutes in, I should probably do that. Because we definitely aren't at a point yet where we have to make it spaghetti. Okay, those are still filling. We did not get fast inserters. We skipped fast inserters. That is a little bit important. Not strictly necessary, but it helps. We can just keep giving it copper cables and that should be fine. And some long inserters, and yeah, I definitely did not build this the direction I meant to, but yeah, it'll be fine. We'll just have to truncate this at some point. We can build power, we just have to build it directly on the water. So we can still craft pipes and stuff, because those are required for the game. We just can't place any pipes. So our power plant just has to be directly on the... It just has to be directly on the water. If we saw your factory, I'd probably freak out with how much stuff is put everywhere. Oh, trust me, we embrace the spaghetti in this channel. It's just I want to avoid it a little bit early on, but it gets bad real fast. My space exploration playthrough is a complete mess. Warptorio as well. Okay, I think we should just get this copper patch. There's no reason to convert this small one. Yeah, let's go for copper. Assuming I have enough felt, I'm not sure. But yeah, a lot of stuff will be direct fed. Unless we don't want it to be directly on the water, then we'll probably just use a lot of barrels. Because we tried this once before, and it worked great, but I didn't actually utilize direct feeding a lot. I pretty much exclusively used barrels, and yeah, it was a mistake. So I wanted to make something that was a little bit less... Wanted to try again in a way that was a little less awful. Because it was rough. There were a lot of barrels. We made like 30,000 barrels and kept backing up every single lane that we possibly could have backed up. Would not recommend. But it was fun. It was just very, very messy. Okay, there's a tree in the way. Just get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, definitely one of the more simple things I've done. But I just needed a break after some of the more insane thing we did. Just nice to have a little mental break and do a less hectic challenge. How will we deal with oils? I haven't decided yet. There's a couple ways I could deal with it. The easiest to start with... Wait, hold on. I need to connect power first. There will be a lot of direct feeding, like a 1-to-1 ratio of chem plants to refineries, probably. Storing things as barrels will also help. So, like, we'll have to be shipping a lot of barrels all the way to the oil refineries. Or to the oil wells, and then shipping a lot of them back. But it's mostly just going to be a whole lot of unbarreling and direct feeding. And I might set up oil cracking, because I think oil cracking looks really stupid when you use entirely barrels. And it's just really fun. I don't want to miss that opportunity. It's not good or worth it, but it is fun. I really like it. Barrels are nice. Direct feeding is generally a better option because if you use barrels, you have to have like 4 assemblers for every chemical plant you have or something like that. Or you have to have 2 extra assemblers for every chem plant you have, and it honestly ends up being more expensive than just having extra refineries. Unless you're super power limited or something, it's usually better to just do extra of everything. Or at least that's what I found so far. There we go. Will that work? Yes, if I put it in the right spot. Okay, cool. We have green chips. And then we also need we need gears, but I kind of put them on the wrong side. I guess I can still build them here. Yeah, that should be fine. We can still build them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We definitely don't have enough iron for this. I don't know what I'm thinking. But we sure are gonna try. Also, I literally am automating these things. Why am I still handcrafting them? There we go. They're already built. There we go. Gears. Everything looks nice now. Nice and functional. Belt bridges should be a thing in addition to undergrounds. Would they have any practical use, or would they just look cool? I feel like they would mostly just look cool, right? They could allow for some pretty monstrous belt weaving. Just look cool. That's a fair reason. You know, this should probably have been the copper lane. You know, it's not too late to fix. It's a little bit wasteful of time, but yeah, this one makes a lot more sense as the copper lane, huh? We'll just let this one keep emptying, because I think it will. Satisfactory belt spaghetti. Yeah, we're already doing some belt spaghetti, and we are like 30 minutes into the day. This is we're gonna have a lot of that. Oh, I remembered what I was. Okay, so like 5 minutes ago, I ran down here, and I couldn't for the life of me remember why. I needed stone, and I actually need to automate stone because I need landfill like pretty early, which is weird. But yeah, we need to get landfill. Like a lot of landfill, because that helps a lot with our on-patch, or on-water builds that we'll have to be doing. So we are going to automate stone for like the first time. Okay, not the first time ever, but the first time I've ever done it this early. Belt bridges could kind of allow a kind of second story input to buildings. Oh, like in not Satisfactory, Dyson Sphere program? Wait. Dyson Sphere program is the one that lets you like stack buildings and have inputs on the top, right? Or do you just input them from the bottom? I'm imagining there's a way to you can do second story buildings in that one. It would be really weird to see that in Factorio, but it would be kind of cool. There we go. Okay, one of these can be landfill, one of these can be furnaces, stacked to like 100. Did I actually... now the moment of truth. Did I actually build it? Oh, I did! Hey, look at that. We didn't mess it up for once. Perfect. Or like a hopper feeder sort of thing. I feel like there's lots of ways you can make it work. But yeah, belt bridges would be fun. Just seeing all the resources cross each other would be, I feel like, a little bit mentally overwhelming, but also really cool at the same time. Because like you would have a lot of stuff going on. There we go. Does this work? Yeah, I think that's everything. We definitely have gears. I don't know, or we definitely have circuits, but I haven't put them in a chest yet. So maybe I should go do that before we forget, because I will forget. 100% will forget. Cryo right. Then honestly, we're just gonna place that. That should work. Those will start buffering things. It's gonna prioritize gears, but I think they're fast enough that it doesn't make a huge difference. Science, more than enough, right? This one's stalled, but yeah, we don't really need science for a ton. Okay, now I can actually finish the smelting lane, which I don't remember if we finished yeah, we definitely do not have enough furnaces for this. Or sorry, enough miners. We have enough furnaces. We have more than enough furnaces. We have 24, and we only can afford to run like 12 of them. Perfect. The perfect ratio. We definitely were counting. But honestly, we have enough. We just need to make our way down there and do it. Okay, so where do I want science to be? Probably over here. I feel like this would be a good spot for science, right in the middle of the base. Or the other way. No, it should probably be the other way. Probably over here where I already have the assemblers. We just need to steal some copper. There we go. Belt spaghetti. Perfect. And then I should also set up a small mall. Especially since I keep handcrafting all of my resources into inserters. I want those to be automated. Will this work? I think technically this works. It depends what I do with this iron lane. It might not work great. But it also might work fine. There we go. And then more conveyors, because I'm going to run out of these. Or I could just steal from this one. I'm not really sure. Probably doesn't make a huge difference either way. But yeah, honestly, we probably have more than enough. More than enough there. But we're just gonna cut it. And yeah, we're gonna prematurely destroy everything, because why not? Let's assume that we actually have enough resources for once. And we already canceled our undergrounds. Cool. This is looking great so far. We haven't even gone to pipeless. We haven't even had to skip building a pipe yet, and it already looks like a mess. I love it. Okay, what do I do with these? There isn't really a good use for them. Honestly, I'm just going to make these go directly towards science. And that should be good enough. There we go. Then spacing-wise, I probably want something like this. Should be fine. Yeah, we have way too many conveyors here. I have no idea what I was thinking. There we go. And then red science here. Perfect. Okay, we should be good. I guess I need more asserters, right? Unless they built by now. Oh, wait, they have. Oh, wait. This has this massive gap here. I don't think I like that. I might loop it around just so I can get things working a little bit. Tight. You know what? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We'll just have a gap. It really doesn't make a difference. Hello, Savoy. Welcome, welcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. 1, 2, 3. Close enough. There we go. Honestly, okay, now that I built it, the gap doesn't look nearly as small as it did before. There's just something about the gap that felt very wasteful, but we can probably just put some radars in there. Maybe use it for storage. Put a robopart there. We can do things to make it less messy. Also, that's the wrong side, but that's okay. We also need to start crafting labs, don't we? Yep, we need the labs themselves. Right click. It's so nice having this. I'm just my mind has still been on mouse only for like the past couple weeks. So like every time I do something in Factorio that uses a keyboard, it just feels so nice. But like since I was editing it for so long, I kept thinking of only mice for the longest time. And boy, there are some great quality of lives that I was missing apparently. Like just being able to set recipes in a normal way instead of having to do this every time. Which is a lot slower. Maybe not a lot. It's a little slower. Also, that is a whole lot of circuits. We do not need to be crafting that many. Okay, that's 14, 16, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 32. It should be more than enough. We don't have any inserters for this. I guess I'll just build them all the way back on the way back. 1, 2. I always like it. If I don't know what something's going to be, it's always nice to leave 6 tiles of gaps. I feel like that's usually enough, unless it's a modded playthrough. Like usually 6 is enough for some future spaghetti. Okay, basically good enough. We'll just start doing the other side and doing the power poles. Which is a very weird build order, but that's what happens when you craft all of your labs before any of the inserters. The other way around is a little bit faster, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't make a huge difference, especially when you're not on a time crunch or anything. Okay, we should be done with labs. This research should kick up a lot now. And we'll have Steel Axe, which will be great for destroying all of the mistakes that we keep having. 1, 2, none of these are powered. I wonder where the, oh, right, when you leave this large of a gap, they're not like automatically powered. Okay, looking a lot nicer. And now we need to make the mall. I should probably finish copper cables. Or, yeah, I should probably finish out the copper lane, or at least half the copper lane. And then do another iron lane while I'm headed down. Do I have enough furnaces for that? No, I do not. So I'll just do the belts. Then I have enough inserters. I should have enough belt. Yeah, I have enough belt. So hopefully we'll have enough stone furnaces once we get to the bottom. I don't know for sure, but I think we will. Oh yeah, 100, that's more than enough. Okay, first tech will actually be landfill, I think. Yeah, it's pretty cheap, because I want landfill to start building, because we actually need a decent supply of landfill before we get to any oil. Or we don't need it, but it helps. It helps to have a decent supply of it already. Like, you can do without it, but it's very useful. 2, 3, 4, okay, everything's powered. All the inserters, or all the furnaces first, and then I'll do inserters on the way down. Should be plenty fast. Now I can make this go straight ahead. There we go, that is much nicer. Look at this. Spaghetti's already cleaned up. I mean, it's still there, but it's not as there. 1, 2, 1, 2. The furnace lanes are very satisfying, at least vertically. I think the last time I built a furnace lane was horizontally for some reason. I think I was testing something. So I was building it horizontally, which is just a lot slower. There's something about the motions of dragging inserters this way versus this way that is a lot less satisfying, and I think it just has to do with the direction of, like, the wrist. Like, you have a lot more motion, a lot more accuracy left and right than you do up and down, just because of, you know, how wrists bend. There we go. Now we just need the iron. Let's see. We have a huge iron patch far away. Honestly, we don't even need to connect this one. I think I'm just going to use it to flesh out what I already have. But yeah, we don't really need to try to get the whole patch. We're going to do a little side balancer thing too, because it's definitely not proportionate. And then it doesn't matter because there's a there's a splitter here. Okay, now it's fixed. There we go. You know, this is on the edge of the base. It doesn't need to be pretty, right? Also, I feel incredibly slow for some reason. I'm not sure why. When was the last time I did a walk speed run? Was I doing one recently? Is that why I feel so slow? Or maybe it's just because I've been doing burner designs for so long. For like the past week, I kind of forgot what it's like to just walk. You know, because I was used to zipping around. Which, still no date on that one, unfortunately. It's going to take a while to make and refine the base, so I can't actually set a date until it's done. Okay, we should be, okay, we'll be getting to oil pretty soon, so we'll actually, like, we'll actually get into the challenge, the messy part, which is great. Because, yeah, this first half, the first hour is literally just a vanilla Factorio run, except your power plant looks like this instead. Which is pretty much the exact same, but barely different. Just technically it's slightly different, but it's, yeah, pretty much no changes. Actually, we probably need power, don't we? I imagine we need power. If only we had iron. Iron would be nice. Or furnaces. You know, a lot of things would be nice. We don't have a lot of things right now. Do we at least have more drills for... Okay. We do not have drills. I could have sworn I crafted like 45 drills. Maybe I've just already used them. So we'll just place this wherever it wants to go. And somehow we'll cut the power, and there we go. We should be able to start doing landfill now. Logistics 2? Okay, I couldn't tell if it was stalled. We also need logistics 2 for science. Or, well, we don't technically need it for oil, but it makes building the direct fed oil plant significantly easier, so it's a very good thing to pick up. I figured we could very much do without it, but it allows us to drag straight lines instead of having to go around the refineries. We can just go through them. This doesn't work. We need lots of LF. What's LF? Landfill. Oh, why we need lots of landfill? Landfill will help make the power plant because you can direct feed the power plant, which instead of having to barrel water, sorry, not power plant. You can direct feed the chemical plants and stuff if you build on the water, which is a whole lot easier than trying to figure out barrel distribution, and a whole lot smaller too. You just have to completely destroy an entire lake, which is a worthwhile trade, if you ask me. But yeah, it's basically just going to be, we're just going to be building our entire base, or entire later base will be pretty much on this lake. And there's another lake up here, I think, which is where oil will be processed. I don't know exactly where, but there's oil somewhere to the north. At least there was in the preview. Okay, these will just drop down. We're just gonna stand here. Yeah, the landfill is not strictly necessary, but I think the time it takes to set up landfill production compared to the time it would take to set up barrel distribution is just so much smaller that it's easier to build it on the water. You missed the Friday facts about elevated rails? Oh yeah, they're really cool. I think they'll make some very messy builds, and I am all for that. Wait, is this working? Oh, this has a different pattern. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, this is a really weird pattern. I guess that's what happens when you build the power pole first. You get really weird looks. Okay, did we actually connect these? Yes, okay, perfect. Now time to finish the actual mall so I can stop handcrafting things. Okay, we need fast inserters, we need splitters, we need undergrounds, we need assemblers and inserters, but we're not in that order. Because we will be getting assembler 2 soon, so we need to get steel somewhere over here, but that's very easy to do. I imagine we are very short on gears. And then the ratios here don't matter that much. I just want them to be fast to build, so we're just gonna place a lot of everything and hope it works, because honestly, it usually does. This is just a mall. It's not intended to run full speed all the time. It's just intended to get you a little bit of everything. That way you don't have to handcraft as much. Undergrounds, we probably don't need enough. Splitters, we could use a few of. Miners, honestly, we need like 250 because the patches we'll have to connect are far away. Honestly, these do not need to be automated. What needs to be automated even more... Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. What needs to be automated more are these. Which, we don't have steel yet. I guess we'll do steel. What? Yeah, if you have it, you're free to link it. Factorio's website is whitelisted, so those ones aren't blocked. Hello, Tice. Welcome, welcome. We're about to get into the oil phase, so the challenge is actually about to start. The challenge, the annoyance, I guess. Oh wait, we need I think 24 boilers, right? Because it's working at like 2/3 capacity. You know what? I should probably automate pipes before I head out, which feels wrong, but we do need them for crafting purposes. We don't need underpipe at least, which is good. Those are the harder ones to set up. Okay, do not spin these. Do not spin these. Yo, thanks so much for the gift sub. Much appreciated. Merry New Year. You know, I actually said Happy Christmas for like the first time the other day, so I think that balances it out. I'm now even. Why did I build 2 of these? I have no idea. Input. This is literally the least important thing I could have built right now, right? Yeah, definitely. Definitely the least important thing I could have built right now. Boilers don't need a cap. These, honestly, they craft so slowly. They don't need a craft either. Have a Christmas? That's true. That feels very passive aggressive, but it would work. Okay, we're going to use a belt deconstruction trick right here because I need to move this lane. This one, I don't think it will be too bad. Mostly because it could just be because it hasn't affected it so far. But I'm really bad at prioritizing belts. So once we get to barrel recycling, I think things will start to break. I don't trust myself. Also, I'm just going to do this really weird belt here, and its sole purpose is to clear my inventory of copper without wasting it. Perfect. Okay, coal is having a problem. That makes sense. We just expanded power. We didn't expand power. What did we do? Oh, we crafted power. Oh, wait, hold up. I think we have to fix power. I think we have to fix power before we actually try to expand steel and increase our power requirements, huh? Okay, we don't need inserters. We could use... Oh, we could use drills, but we don't have those either. Okay, this explains the slow crafting speed. Everything's power limited. I thought the mall looked a lot more sparse than it should have, but I wasn't confident. I'm gonna do something really dumb and increase and start researching, even though we're already power limited. Hopefully that doesn't cause a brownout, but I know if I don't do that now, I'll probably forget about it forever. Okay, I really don't know how long this needs to be. 18, 20, 24? I think it's 22. I want to say it's 22. Like normally you can do like a 20 long with a single boiler, but because we can't have a steam engine on every single pair, that changes the numbers a little bit. And I don't know what the new numbers are. Because normally you would leave a gap with a pipe in it, but obviously we can't do that. And you can't pass steam through a boiler, which is a bit unfortunate. I feel like that would be helpful. Okay, how many is this? 37. Okay, so it does need to be longer. Okay, so this is the perfect length. Yeah, 40 steam engines total, which should be... Okay, so 40 steam engines and 24 pumps seems to be the ratio. Also, since I'm not super, like, space limited, I could also just, you know, not do the full power plant. But because I can only build the power plant in specific spots on the water, I do want to try to get as much as I can out of it. You have so many iron plates, you don't know what to do with them except create a massive bus with them. If you don't know what to do with them, belts are always good. Placing lots of belts is always a great iron sink. If you have some lube, you can always do express belts. Those really eat up your iron. Those and red belts, but especially express belts. Okay, hopefully we fed it enough coal so that we don't brown out. But we still need to do the inserters as well, so I guess it doesn't really make a difference. We'll feed more just in case. Okay, but I think it should be good now. Then we have a nice functioning power plant that should be enough to get us to oil? Barely, yeah, it'll be enough for oil. Okay, keep researching stuff. Stack inserters are quite iron hungry. Oh, we don't need rails yet. We need fluid handling, which just feels wrong. Are they? I always picture them as being copper and like plastic hungry, because I guess usually my limiting factor for them is how many red chips I hand feed them, but yeah, I guess if they just use fast inserters in general, they are going to be pretty hungry in that regard. Okay, steel lane time. Do we have enough furnaces for this? Yes. but we can only do 1/2. That's fine. Also, should I be going for steel furnaces? I don't know if I really need to go. Honestly, there aren't that many situations where steel furnaces are useful. Pre-bots. After bots, they're worth it. Just because everything gets so much smaller. And it's a lot easier to connect roboports, but you don't really need them at this point. Oh no. There we go. You need like 15, wait, what? You need 15 gear assemblers to run a full one? That's a lot. Is that why my my stack inserter strat for the other one was so bad? You use steel furnaces because it smelts faster. Yeah, if you're willing to upgrade things to red belt or something, it definitely helps. But in terms of, I think in terms of resources, if you don't care about cost and you can build fast enough, stone furnaces are a little bit, they're cheaper to set up. But not by a ton, just enough that it kind of matters, but also you can skip it if you don't care. Yeah, I like them a lot for the bot phase, just because things get pretty large with bots. Does this work? Yeah, that works. Good enough. I never remember how to do the input for those. I don't know why. I think you'd think I would have figured it out by now. But every time I build the input for a steel lane, I literally just choose a random spot for it and go with it. But yeah, we might, honestly, yeah, we'll probably set up steel furnaces. Like, we already have bricks, right? Or we have stone. We could use more stone, though, especially since we're making so much landfill. Yeah, there's no reason for us not to do steel furnaces, huh? Okay, well, we'll set those up. We need a brick lane. I guess that will be here? And because we don't have the iron yet, we're just gonna do the bricks first. Which, 12 furnaces should be more than sufficient. We definitely don't need it to be a full-length brick lane. Because we need lots of stone. We don't need a lot of bricks. Bricks are not particularly useful, especially when you can't walk, or when you can walk, but can't afford them. Okay, is this everything I need? Drills. Oh, I still need drills. You know, technically those should be automated, so we just have to hope that they're automated well enough. Because I don't actually know if they are. They should be, but it depends if my mall recovered from the power outage yet. It might still be lacking. So we have inserter, we have steel lane. We do need to set up pump jack still, but we need steel for that. So yeah, it's not like they could have been buffering this whole time. Does every part of oil need that? Tanks do, but we can't use tanks. We can't use pumps. We don't need pump jacks, right? Or we need pump jacks. We don't need regular pumps. No, because we're not letting. Right, I'm not letting myself use those. There we go. This is a bit weird looking, but I mean it does the job. Okay, so we have bricks. They're not really automated, but they will be soon. I think we just need more. Honestly, we just need more of everything. Our whole base is starting to run low. What we don't need is more iron. So things are very disproportionately low. I guess I could I use more gear assemblers? I might be able to use more gear assemblers. That could help. Let's see if this helps, or if this speeds things up. Because that's kind of what we're limited on right now. We could also take these and send them back around. Yeah, that'll work. Take a splitter, give it a prio, and then everything extra will go around here. Perfect. That's definitely not going to be annoying spaghetti that I have to deal with later. But it's helpful in the moment. I'll take it. Steel can come from this side. Steel and bricks, okay. And then we needed miners still, which, let me guess, we have practically none. Okay, so we don't actually have enough iron. Or do we? I can't tell. I think it's just an iron distribution thing, because most of it gets consumed from here, and we never had this splitter. That should be the fix it needs. And we have enough, technically, to get all of the drills we need, so yeah, we should be fine. Oh, and then I also need a buffer for steel. And if I'm smart, I would actually make it overly large. So that way it actually buffers, because usually the problem we run into is I make a buffer for steel, but I only give it like 2 chests, which is really not a lot. You can't do much with it later. But on the other hand, you can also just make steel later, so it's not that important. There we go. Okay. We don't really have any plans for those circuits, so we'll just leave those. There we go. Okay, that's everything we need, hopefully, at some point when we get enough coal. You're sorry you misremembered. Stack considers only 5 iron to 3 copper. 5 iron to 3 copper. That sounds really cheap. Is it still 15 gear assemblers, though? And just like 30 wire assemblers? Or, wait. I guess it would be like 2 wire assemblers. Or 10. Those are very different numbers. Okay, can we get this over here? That's the question. I think we have enough belt for this. Yeah, we have more than enough belt. We just have to connect it right. Because we need more stone. It's really weird. We need an entire belt of stone already. It just does. That doesn't feel right to me. That is also not right. There we go. These don't really need to be perfectly balanced. They just need to not be, like, useless or completely backed up, and we should be fine. Oh, this is a much bigger patch than I thought it was. Maybe 200% is still too much. I made the patch sizes smaller, but I didn't... or a little bit bigger. But I didn't want to max them out like I normally do, and they're still really large. Maybe I should have just gone, like, 150 or something. Like, I like playing with increased resources just because it makes them a little bit shorter, but it usually doesn't change the complexity of anything I do. It just, you know, makes the run like 15, 30 minutes faster. But I don't like when they're completely maxed. But this still feels large. Or it could just be a good map. Maybe it's just a decent iron patch relative to others. Okay, let's see if we can get in a full lane of copper now. Can we even use a full lane of copper? I don't think we can. We have set it up, though. Okay, so we can smelt a full lane of copper. We just don't have a need to yet. And boy, that is a lot of furnaces. Okay. I actually should have made those into landfill. Oh. Can I fix it? Yes. Should I? I don't think I need to. And as long as we have enough underground, this should work. Perfect. Okay, that should help a lot with our landfill. Because we're going to need a lot of landfill for oil, I think. Well, not for... I guess we don't need a lot for crude oil. We need a lot for advanced oil, which is why I think we'll be doing advanced oil processing remotely. And then, oh, I need more. Right, I need more coal too. Do I have enough drills for that? No. No, I do not. What am I missing for drills? Probably just iron. I feel like it's always iron. Okay, yeah, we need to figure out where the issues are in the mall. It's clearly not balanced. I think one of the lanes is just doesn't have the throughput. But I'm not sure if the issue is just not enough gear assemblers or if the issue is the distribution of iron. Because it could be either. Move it one tile over. There we go. This should solve our coal problem. I'm surprised coal hasn't backed up yet. I guess that's one reason to do steel furnaces, huh? Because they are more coal efficient than a regular furnace. Which is useful when you're just struggling for coal. Okay, landfill. Where's that at? 45. Honestly, that's not a lot. I think we're going to need a lot more landfill than I thought we did. Or than I thought we would. Which isn't, you know, still a ton, but it's more than I normally need by the hour mark, that's for sure. You send a picture of your two stack inserters per second build. 2 stack inserters per second? That is a lot. Is that just for fun, or did you actually use that in one of like your mega bases? Is this getting enough coal now? I mean it should eventually. Okay, there we go. There we go. We can actually get stuff for the base now. Okay, pipes. We also need to start barrel production. I guess barrels we could have started a while ago. Okay, I think this technically works. It's a really weird stagger, but it does technically work. And then input. I don't think this one needs iron, so one of these is wasted. And then refineries. And then I think that's everything we need here. Input, go under. We need pipes, gears. Again, we don't need iron. There we go. Okay, limit this to like 20, limit this to 40, and limit this to 10. I feel like that's technically everything, but we're not getting nearly enough circuits. What is the difference between fun and need? Good point. I guess you never need anything. I wasn't sure if I was just wondering if you had like a mega base that was just that rapidly expanding that you were using all of them. Or if you were just doing it because you could. Because I mean, both are great reasons. We should also get lab speed. Because we're getting to the slow research portion. Mining speed, sulfur. Yeah, we won't be at sulfur for a while. We can probably skip that. Okay, hopefully this will fix our shortage of cables or of electric circuits. I think really we're just not producing enough. Maybe things are uncapped. No, everything seems to be alright. I don't know why it's so low. Yo, Snar, welcome. Happy New Year to you as well. It's been a fun start to the new year. I barely stayed awake. I'm getting old, I guess. I set an alarm to wake me up at midnight. Just in case. I didn't use it, but I almost did. It's somewhat hard to need 100 stack inserters every minute. Fair. Yeah, that does sound a bit difficult to build that fast, but you never know. You could have like 10,000 bots. Always a possibility. There we go. Look at that. This is a very awkward electric pole assembler, but it works. It's your birthday today, so you got 1 year older. Nice. Happy birthday. Wait, what's that? Do I have an important message? Oh, it's I just got the notification. Ah, it's your 2-sec inserter per second build. Okay, why is this not working? Okay, what is taking up all the circuits? Oh, yes. That would do it. Okay, it makes sense now. It makes a lot more sense now. Yeah, that would definitely eat them all up. Is there a good spot for me to expand circuits here? Not really. So I think I'm just going to do a small expansion now for red chips before I head to oil. Because red chips will be producing here, but I think we'll be... I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, there is an oil patch over here right next to the water, which will be great for advanced oil. So instead of shipping barrels there, we'll just be shipping barrels back. Although I don't know if that's actually a good idea, but the idea is to remotely produce oil. Is this gonna work? I feel like I'm missing something. I have enough iron, I have enough copper. It just feels weird because I should have oil set up, but obviously I can't have, and like pipe production. So I just feel like I'm missing pipes for oil, but obviously I can't use that. How many refineries do I have? Yeah, I mean, we'll be sitting here for a bit. We might as well start setting up red chips. Which I guess we can just send them here. Yeah, we'll have this awkward gap. That's fine. We'll just cut through our base. I will regret that. We'll leave an extra tile. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I think we'll need a red belt to make this work, but that's fine. That's easy enough to get. We also do not have enough. I actually don't have enough red. I don't think I have enough assembly machines for this. What am I missing for upgrades? Steel? Oh, wait, that's easy. Never mind. Yeah, we can start upgrading all our machines, too. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do while we wait, I guess. It's just the one thing we can't do is oil. Oh, and I can do steel furnaces? Yeah, okay. Plenty of tasks. Limit to 2 stacks of each should be more than enough. Circuits, more circuits. Or sorry, those are wires. Okay, hopefully we have enough for this. I think we do. It's not like this build is super expensive. Input, input, lots of outputs. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wild that red chips are gonna have, right? Yeah, there's nothing super special about the red chips here. The only issue is plastic is actually gonna come from the other side, so maybe I should account for that. We'll also need like 3 belts of plastic, so I should probably start buffering a lot of belt to drag to oil, which is weird. Like instead of dragging pipe to oil, we're just gonna be dragging belt. Yeah, I guess we can have it. I guess we can have it facing this direction. Yeah, we still have some trees to clear. We can also get military. Not like we need it for fighting, but it's just always nice to have grenades. Although, there aren't that many trees, so we might not actually use them. But I don't know what oil will look like. Oh, I could have gotten a car. Car would also be good. Honestly, what are we limited by? Crafting speed. Okay, that's an easy fix. Like the easiest fix. Well, at least because... Well, it's easy when you already have the assemblers. There we go. We're still missing steel. I don't know why we're always low on steel. There we go. Those will be crafting until the end of time. Cool. Iron is still backed up. I think it technically is using a full belt, right? Yeah, no, it's using... Iron is fine. It's just always going to be a bit backed up with the amount of furnaces, assemblers we have. We just can't run it full time, but it's not supposed to be running full time. We also could have had the priority set better. That would have also worked. But we do have enough for oil. I would like 2 more refineries if possible. Chem plants, we need 1-to-1 ratio of these things. Plus 1 for sulfur. Okay, now we need some landfill as well. Okay, I think that's everything we need for oil. I'm going to start dragging the belts and hope that I chose the right direction to go. Because I do not remember. I remember it's north, but I'm hoping it's directly north. I did not take a screenshot. Is there anything else I was missing? Oh, I should also grab as much landfill as I can before I head up there. Because I don't know how much I'll need. Probably not a ton, but I'll definitely need some. Steel. Oh, steel. We need barrels still. Because we're not going to directly feed the oil refinery. Wait. Should I direct feed the oil refineries? I feel like I should direct feed the oil refineries. At least for crude. How messy would that be? I think it's worth considering. I don't really like it, but it's definitely worth... Okay, how much space do I need here as well? I need 72 tiles, so we can start the belts around here. Yeah, okay. Time to pick a direction and hope we don't mess up, because we need to get 3 belts. We'll drag 3, but I think realistically we only need about 2 belts right now. Then if I have it, I might set up a local power plant just to get things started, make sure things are set up properly. We have some steel for barrels, although I don't think we'll need barrels for this part. Barrels will come later. This is going to be the on-patch, the on-oil refinery build. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough steel for this. We should have brought way more steel. I guess it's not too late. When I go back, I should just set up more steel. Okay, I think this is right. I didn't take a screenshot, but I do remember there being a lake, and then next to the lake there should be oil and coal. If not, this is the wrong lake, and we have to go way farther than I thought. There is iron. Is that helpful? Honestly, yes. I can produce barrels locally if I really want to. I might do that. No, I might just set up a small smelter here for steel, so that way I can just replenish our barrels. Huh, wait. I should also get circuits. I think circuit network would be useful. Sulfur, mining productivity. Honestly, none of those really matter. Like, we're not going to need mining productivity for anything. Because we have more than enough refinery, or more than enough drills. We could use circuit network, at least for barreling. Because the last thing we want to do is run out of belt space for barrels and deadlock everything, which is why we're switching our approach to a much more direct fed approach. That way that doesn't happen. There we go. Oh, that is a nice patch of coal. Oh yeah, we can definitely do a small power plant here. I mean, it only makes sense, right? And then, oh, this is a terrible spot for it. Why did I choose the exact middle? Oh well. If I really wanted to, I could do really long. And just direct feed them into it with no inserters. There we go. That's, it works. This definitely works. We have to pick up a single coal to hand feed it, though. You know what? Sure, why not? This technically functions. The only problem is it's hard to walk through, right? Oh wait, no, you can walk through them. Perfect. We should have brought more undergrounds, though. Oh, we didn't bring red belt. Does that matter? Technically, no. I don't think we need red belt. It's helpful, but we don't explicitly need it. And we need steel. Do I have enough resources for that? Yeah, okay, I guess for alternate. Ooh, good point. If I'm doing direct fed, that also works really well. I mean, if I'm not doing direct fed, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but since I'm doing direct fed, yeah, I might as well do that. Why isn't this the standard why isn't this the standard power design? It's so great. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But yeah, no, that's a good idea. We could also use a belt. But we're here. We've already started it. There's no going back. We're committed. I wish there was a faster way to build it. But it's placed at the center. There we go. Okay. Yeah, belts are for suckers. True. I like how I do that. I don't even have enough steam engines to run this. In, like, any way, shape, or form. Yet here I am trying to make it more compact. Oh wait, how am I going to do this? This is making it something that we can't walk through either. Oh no, what did I let you convince me to do? Ooh, the power poles though. Power pole placement is nice. There we go. This is gonna be it's abominable. No, but look at this. Look at this. You can make it really compact and stagger it together, which is very, very useful. Highly recommend. Definitely worth doing. We don't have that high of a power requirement. We also don't even need this power plant. It just sounded fun. There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, and then we also need to set up steel because we need a local barrel assembler. We don't need a ton. I think we can make do with, like, honestly we can make do with direct fed steel. You didn't say you didn't like it. True. Fair point. You just said it's abominable. Do I have steel furnaces? No. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, this is literally just producing barrels. So it doesn't need to be perfect. And then we'll just give it 4 inserters here. And there we go. Directly into a barrel assembler. We should be good. Is this enough barrel assemblers? I hope so. Hello, Deacon. Happy New Year to you as well. We're revisiting the pipe one because I did not like how the first one went. I used too many barrels and not enough recycling of barrels, so it ended up being a complete mess. So we're trying it again. And now we're doing remote oil processing because I think that would be easier using a lot of direct fed. I haven't decided yet how I want to do the direct feeding though. Also, I still need some coal, but this should give me barrels. I probably should have double checked. No coal inserters for iron smelters? It should have them, right? Oh, you're right. I didn't have the coal inserters. That's what this belt was supposed to be. Thank you. Okay, we can make it work. Yeah, definitely was forgetting something. There we go. This technically functions. Oh boy, that is really something. Okay. Right? Technically has nothing wrong with it. Oh wait, no, that's wrong with it. There we go. Yeah, that's a fix. You're automating chemical science right now? Oh, is this your first time doing blue science? It's definitely rough the first time. Or just any time. Honestly, it's always whenever I do anything, like anything that changes how the base game plays, blue science always feels like a huge milestone. Why did I feed these? Oh, because I didn't like the blinking, right? Yeah, it always feels like a pretty large milestone just to, because it's that like hump of, it gets you to bots and it requires oil, so it's such a huge change from the first phase of the game, especially when you don't have pipes. So how are we going to do this? Okay, we have a couple options. This is one of them, and I think it will work great for the first refinery. It's not super expandable, but I think that's fine. The fact that they fit perfectly, though, I really like. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So that will use that entire patch, and then for advanced oil, I guess we'll do something different. Will this work? This is very, very overproduced, though. Honestly, this doesn't give us that much room for expansion. I don't think that's going to be a viable strat. Because I guess the main reason I was considering this is because I forgot to bring barrels, but now that we have local barreling production, they will catch up. We didn't bring that many assemblers. We didn't bring assemblers. Do we have the resources to craft them? Okay, we're gonna have to make a trip back to base. Okay, we have two things we could do then. I could get plastic technically started, and then we head back to base. Yep, and we'll come back with more assemblers. So we will get 2 down, so we can start getting plastic. Just so I can start like designing the base. Okay, and then these will go directly into plastic. We have an input here, perfect. And then output, I think a fast inserter works, but 2 fast inserters would be better. Yeah, we don't need the barrels. We don't need barrels quite yet. I mean, I wanted this to be built with barrels, but considering we don't have any, that obviously does not work. So this should work perfectly fine. We'll actually leave a radar for once, that way we can double check it. And then barrels, yeah, we have a lot more barrels to produce before things start working. So yeah, we're gonna do some direct feeding. I think, just to kickstart it, due to terrible, uh, terrible ability to follow a checklist. Oh my gosh, we don't have undergrounds either. Okay, I guess in my defense, this isn't normally what you need to make an oil outpost. So I was like looking at what I needed. I'm like, oh yeah, I have refineries. I have pump jacks. You know, every like major thing you could possibly need. It didn't occur to me that I needed assembling machines for my oil outpost, or it slipped my mind, I guess. Okay, those should be connected. Very, very overproduced, but since we don't have barrels on us, we kind of have to work with what we got. Is there any? Yeah, I guess we'll just take these. How could what surprise you? Assembly machines? Because I'm very forgetful. There's not really a good reason, but I'm just forgetful. So everything surprises me. There we go. Okay, that looks nice. I feel like this is not enough barrel production. I wonder why. It's decent, though. I mean, considering this is just like... This really just needs to produce 100 barrels or so, so it actually probably is good enough. Yeah, we have a... It was so far from our base. I figured local barrel supply seemed good. Because for the most part, as long as we keep like a recycle loop with circuit logic to make sure it doesn't get too full, I think we're good. I think we should be plenty good to like use a small amount of barrels just locally recycled instead of recycled through my entire base. Because recycling through the entire base did not work well. It worked really not well, actually. It turns out if you want to produce like, if you want to launch a rocket pretty fast, you use more than like 30 barrels per second recycled. You obviously don't need a constant production of that, but you end up using that total, which is really adds up. Okay, do we have resources now? Oh, look at that. Weird. This is not building very well. Okay, that should help. Okay, mall upgrades are actually done now. Let's see, what are we missing? We don't really need any of this stuff to be blue. We're gonna do it anyway. There we go, more assemblers. Okay. So we need an iron smelting lane, and we need to go back to oil. I think while I'm here, I'm gonna set up red chips so they can start buffering. So that means furnace lane and then oil, and then we're good to go. And that should give time for more assembly machines to craft too. Yeah, that seems like a good build order. And then we're running out of trees. I really wanted to grenade these, but I think logically it would make sense to just cut them, considering we actually need the wood. And then we'll need iron again soon as well, but iron... Or not iron, sorry. We'll need copper expansion soon enough. But I think because everything's kind of backed up, we don't really need it yet. But if we want to actually make red chips run full time, we do need copper. Do we have enough iron? Yeah, I think we have a third lane I can connect. Then underground here. Nope. Of course we don't have underground. Why would we have underground? Why would we pick up the one thing we were short on? I also need more steel. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of upgrades we need to do before we head back to oil. Because we need to start barrel production in our main base as well. Actually, do we? Honestly, I think barrels are necessary, but I don't think I need to start backing them up yet. Nope, that's not right. How am I going to build this? Should I just do a half lane? I should probably just do a half lane. Yeah, we can always expand it later if we need more throughput with red belt, but probably low priority right now. We'll just set it up like normal. Underground, add a splitter. And there we go. Regular smelting lane, which is actually using steel furnaces. So hopefully that fixes our coal problem. Don't know how our power is. I mean, we were definitely running low for a little bit. But I'm sure we'll catch up. 1, 2, 3. Then should we go for the pipe strats? Or the flamethrower strats? Is underground belts forgetting? No. Just underground pipes. Placing pipes and underground. I just figured context clues would would be good enough for that one, so I just kept it as undergrounds because I didn't want I didn't want to say pipes the second time in a row. Are they even called that? They're not even called underground pipes, I guess technically. Are these called undergrounds? Oh, okay. Yeah, these are called pipe to grounds. I don't know if anyone's ever said that. I mean, I imagine somewhere somebody said that, but I don't think I've ever actually heard them called pipe to grounds. Just like this has never been referred to as cable by anyone. It's always copper wires. Underflowies? Ooh, I like that name. That's fun. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Okay, so that should give us enough iron. This should give us gears. Oh, yeah. I guess we didn't have to take steam engines from the main mall, huh? Oh well, it's kind of too late now. Okay, grab more landfill while we're here as well. Hopefully we have enough refineries, because I would like to just finish oil right now. Yellow undies. Undies, that's a fun one. I've heard underoos. I don't think I've ever heard it just abbreviated as undies. Now, will that connect? I think it does. Yeah, that should connect. Oh, we don't have splitters. Of course. Why would we have anything? We never have anything. Okay, side load, and then we also need gears. Which I guess we can just send here. Actually, yeah, we can just change where the splitter is. There we go. Gears, pipes. That's all we need, right? Gears and pipes here. Yeah, and we really only need 2 of each, because I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Unless you're using them for something else. Yeah, unless you're also using them for steam engines. Then we'll do a little hook, although we're out of belt, so it doesn't actually change anything. Wait, we're out of yellow belt? Oh, I guess we did drag this. Yeah, that probably used up a lot of belt, huh? Okay, so gears, pipes, that's everything we need. Okay, this is pretty much everything we need for blue science that doesn't require oil. Like, we could do all the assemblers first, but I would only really do that if I'm still waiting on barrels, which, honestly, I think I am. So yeah, we should just build that whole thing. What don't I need on me? I have a bunch of junk. I probably don't need regular furnaces anymore. We can turn them into boilers if we want. Which, I think we're just gonna throw them in a random chest, so that way I don't have to keep hand-feeding it at 50 at a time. And that should make enough barrels for... or enough boilers for the rest of the run. Is this limited? No, that's not limited. This is just running really slowly. Oh! Wait. What's it limited by? Oh, it's limited on iron. Okay, so we can't actually do anything to speed it up. And then do we want it to go left or right? I feel like we can make it go right. It's like we're just gonna have this really large gap here. I guess we could do purple science there. We could probably do purple and yellow science there. This is in the wrong spot. Okay, 6. Is that enough? Is 6 enough? Oh, it's the fish taco version. Thank you, thank you. Is this enough? Okay, why can't I not count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. That has to be 20. Silver. Wait, what's silver? What would silver be? Or is that what you would call the pipes? Also, I forgot a filter here. I guess I technically don't need one. Okay, why aren't these working? Oh, they don't have inputs. Those would be parts. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were like talking about a mod like space exploration has silverish pipes or silver belts. Or brown since they're underground. That's true. They are in dirt. They're probably covered with a lot of dirt. Making factory buildings takes so long. Oh, yeah. Like assembling them. It's they are very input limited and very costly, so if you have to wait, if you need to like burst them out real quick, it takes a bit. Fortunately, you don't normally need a lot of production on average. It's just when you need them immediately, it just feels super limited. Like they're always Always limiting when you realize you're short and you can't fix them. Okay, I think we're just gonna go under and side load. Especially since we need to clear this. Yeah, because we have this plastic belt that we can't really do much with. I was hoping that I would be able to get these to go the other direction, but that doesn't really work too well. Do we have any undergrounds? Any undies? Any yellow undies here? I feel like that's not a color you want them to be. But yeah, so does brown, I guess, in that sense. There, both colors that you normally don't want to refer to your underwear as. Maybe blue. I feel like blue is the only innocent one there, really. Silver and gold. Yeah, we can go with silver and gold. Just trying to get some spacing. Okay, and then steel we can break off from here somehow, right? Yeah, yeah, perfect. Except I want this over... I want steel to be here. There we go, there we go. Perfect spaghetti. Unrelated to pipe stuff. It just, we needed spaghetti. It would not be Factorio without some spaghetti. Or at least it wouldn't be my Factorio without spaghetti. Okay, there we go. Plenty of assembly machines, plenty of pump jacks, him plants, oil refineries. Okay, we should be good to expand oil now. I don't think I need combinators. I think I just need the wires, so I'll queue those up. Power poles should be good. What else did I need? I wanted to expand steel, but I think we can do that after I get back from oil. Because unless I want to start buffering barrels, I don't really need steel right now. Chips should be good. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine. I might actually send them... No, we'll send them down, because there's a great spot here for blue chips to go. Or for blue science to go. Oh, cool. That is not what I wanted. There we go. And then we keep forgetting to grab from the mall. Oh my gosh. I've passed by it 3 times. I don't know why. I have like a complete memory block when it comes to grabbing from the mall. Or just doing anything, really. I think I have trouble keeping track of my task list in Factorio. Maybe I should play with one of those to-do list mods. That might be helpful. You know what? We're just going to leave that. We're just going to add a couple belts on the end, and then they're just going to stay there forever, decorating it. And there we go. Blue science is done, if we ignore the fact that we don't have the rest of oil. Can we... Is my denial strong enough? I mean, my denial is pretty strong. I don't know if it's quite that strong to where I can pretend that I've actually finished. That I finished blue. Oh, wait, how do I do this? Sulfur's gonna come from the other side. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We just won't recycle red chips. And then this will be steel. Good. Yeah, we'll just add in an extra input. It won't be a problem. There we go. Well, definitely way too early for this to be set up, but that's fine. It's really just about I don't want to have to walk to oil yet, because the plant is going to be interesting to set up. I don't think it's going to be particularly hard, but it's going to be weird and very headache-inducing just to recycle all the barrels locally. So I'm trying to, you know, keep my sanity a little bit longer, because I don't think we have much left of it. I could make a car. That's true. We could make a car if I ever remember to make engines. That would definitely help. I always forget the car exists. I use it like every time, but I always forget about it. I don't think that helps me. I think that won't help me get to oil slower, which is kind of the goal. Because we're trying to not get to oil, so that way I can keep my sanity intact, right? So maybe I should not make a car instead. Do the exact opposite. And There, and we're out. Do I have enough? Oh, we are so short. We were like 5 short. There we go. More than enough now. Okay, if I set these up though, we should have them. We should have these finished before we get there. So I'm actually going to power these early because we only need like 8 engines or something, right? I think it's pretty smart. Car strat. Yeah, car strat, because the oil is you know, we didn't actually turn the sliders all the way up, so oil is actually a decent way away. It's not like 2 feet away from our base like it normally is. Which means cars are definitely worth it. Trains, not so much. If I could put fluid on a train, I definitely would use one. But the fact that I can't use fluid trains kind of makes them a lot less worthwhile. At least for an oil outpost. There we go. These are not consistent. I could set up military science. Technically, I don't need it, but I would like to set up cracking for fun, so I might end up doing that, yeah. Flamethrowers are right here, right? Flamethrowers can easily be built right here. Okay, that should give us a car. Oh yeah. Perfect. Did we research the car yet? Yes, we did. I can just never remember where it is. And I know biters can't eat our car right now, but I crash a lot, so we're gonna have to make a second car. Because I don't trust it'll make it back. Or you know, 2 extra cars. Military is pretty easy, right? At least small military. Yeah, small military is super easy. Especially since we have everything we need right here. Except we don't have any splitters. The one thing... Okay, I definitely went to the mall. And I definitely went near splitters. Who knows what I was thinking to not grab them. Okay, that should be everything I need for military. And it's just going to be wherever it wants to be. 1 military, 1 ammo assembler. We'll give it 3 piercing rounds. Yeah, we still need to research military science though. Oh, we need, we're missing coal. That's fine. Input, I guess output on top, that should be fine. And then this can just go wherever. Yeah, now we can just drag straight through and it should work. Which carries more volume, 1 pipe or 1 yellow belt full of drums? 1 pipe for sure. Because you can get pipes to carry like 3,000 or so. Fluid at least. Or like 2 or 3,000. 1 yellow belt is only like 50. 750 fluid per second. And it's also just really hard to make a barrel assembler run full time. It needs a lot of inserters to do that. So yeah, definitely the latter is worse. Modules as well. Concrete, yeah, sure, let's just research that. What am I missing? Oh, we don't have coal. We need grenades. That's fine. Oh wait, that's all we need for copper. Yeah, I always forget, military is not complicated. It's just I don't build it very much, so I always have to think about what the recipe is. Especially since in my mind it still uses grenades, or it still uses turrets. It doesn't. It hasn't for a long time, but I always think it does. There's no redeeming feature to drums? Yeah, not really. They're great in mods. And maybe you could get enough, if you could get enough bots, like if you use logistic bots, maybe barrels would be worth it. I'm not really sure how the math would work out on that. I think we can just sideload iron, right? Or can we sideload coal easily? There we go. This way we can get enough coal for... Wait, can we get... Was that a mistake? Maybe. Probably. Probably a mistake. We might be able to make it work. Oof. Oof. Okay, technically this works. Okay. We did it. We got coal. Now we can get grenades. Yeah, this is a very weird spot for it. but it technically works. This will run 2 military science assemblers, and considering we only need flamethrowers, I think that's fine. I think that is more than fine. Yeah, if you're doing something like space exploration or any mod where you have to ship a lot of different fluids, they can be nice. But like they might be easier to logistically manage than like 30 different fluids, at least on trains, but throughput wise, complexity wise, they're usually not worth it. I think they used to be better because at some point in time, didn't they stack to like 100 inside of a train instead of, or they used to stack to like 100 instead of 10, so they were better than fluid wagons, but that was pretty short-lived. What am I looking for? Oh, that's true. Kickstarting like coal liquefaction could be good. There we go. Okay. Now we can get flamethrowers. What side of the belt will these go on? The wrong side. You hear about weirdos that go for the infinite text until logistics bots are going warp 5? I think if you go that fast with the bots, maybe barrels are better. Could be better. Because, I mean, bots can move things a lot faster than a pipe if you have a bajillion of them. Don't know how effective it is, but they definitely can do it. Okay, I think we have to go to oil now. It's looking like we need to go to oil. There's nothing I can do to postpone it anymore. We're just gonna throw those down since they're not in the way. Okay, or since they're not needed. We don't need pipes, obviously. Assembly machine. Oh, we actually need a lot of. We need inserters. We need inserters. We need a lot of undergrounds too. Combinators were 100% worthless, but we have them now. Gears, we don't need a lot of. Regular inserters, we honestly don't need much of these either. That is, these were supposed to be capped. That explains my circuit shortage. That definitely explains my circuit shortage. That's like 3,000 wasted circuits. We need splitters, we need wires. Is this everything? Oh, we need fuel. We forgot. We forgot fuel. And we still don't have fuel. Stop picking up the coal. There we go. It kept picking up the copper. Bots are limited by battery. Oh, right. The speed doesn't increase their battery efficiency or something, right? It just makes them faster. Because that's based on distance. Or is it based on time? Is it based on time? I thought it was entirely based on distance. But I guess either way, it's still more. Still extra power if they're going faster. Okay, this car is a good idea. Thanks for reminding me that cars exist. Also, I've been struggling with inventory, and I just realized I've still had like a burner drill this entire time. Okay. Oh, good. This is more than enough. Distance plus time. I guess that makes sense. They just need something in them to stay hovering too. Okay, so for petroleum, for plastic that can be built wherever. We do need circuit logic to make sure we don't put too many things on one belt. Or too many barrels on one belt, but that should be plenty easy. Does this work? No, it does not. It needs to face down. Okay, so we need to fill crude. Wait, is this fill or empty? There we go. That's the correct one. And then we can't forget to power the actual pump jacks too. Should I try to stick to a standard? Let's see. Yeah, I should probably try to stick to the 1/2 of the pipe, huh? Yeah, okay. Actually, no, I want dedicated. I want dedicated belts. I think dedicated belts just make things a lot simpler. Simpler. So let's do... Actually, you know what? No. Well, we can do mixed belts. We can do mixed belts. I'm indecisive, but this is just one oil patch. We can always change it for a second one, because I think we'll need more. just because these do not run that fast. We're limited by availability of barrels, so these don't actually run as fast as they normally would, unless we add a lot of inserters to them. But I'm thinking we do something like this. Or maybe we could do this one. Yeah, we'll do this. With barrels set to less than 1 barrel. That way we're not outputting directly onto it. Less than 1? No, less than 2. That will get it to like half saturation almost. I think. Maybe a bit too high. There you go. So that way new barrels won't cause a problem. Are tanks allowed? I'm not allowing tanks, so I have to use everything direct filled pretty much. Because tanks let you just get if you put a tank, you can just get fluids from here, here, and the middle. Oh yeah, I could use killer tanks. I can killer tanks are technically allowed. Oh wait. I put the logic on the wrong thing. There we go. You know what, we're just gonna do one. And then I think that's everything we need here. And now we need to make a little like recycle loop. So we can send this directly to the oil refineries, which would be great. Because these don't need any... Yeah, these don't need anything special. And I think a 1-to-1 ratio here is actually better and easier to set up than unbarreling here. So yeah, we won't do unbarreling quite yet. At least not for this section. Did I connect it to the right side? Yes, okay. This is very clean. This is already looking a lot better than our last attempt at oil. Okay, that's perfect. And we just need one more set of this. And then this time, so we don't have to do the rotations, we'll just copy the recipes ahead of time. Now, sulfur will be a bit trickier. Sulfur will have to be directly on the water, which I think will be fun. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I think it would be easier if we build it directly on the water. Input, input. This is so slow to build. Also, we should get stack size while we're waiting for things. That way these work fully. Actually, these do work fully already. That way the things that we didn't upgrade work fully. There we go. Okay, so we have coal here, which we should just be able to connect as needed. Hopefully we brought enough belt. I feel like we didn't bring enough belt. Just got done automating blue science. Nice. We're almost caught up to you then. Not quite, but I feel like I'm almost there. This should have more than enough plastic, right? Yeah, this should be more than enough plastic, at least to start. Okay, that will side load, so it won't really work right now. And then... do I need to do something? I feel like I need to do something to flip the resources around. Yeah, congrats. What's the next goal? Get some bots? You don't know. Fair enough. I cut the coal to plastic crossing? Oh, man. I thought I placed it. Thank you. I didn't sideload anything, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. Okay, this should be fine. Yeah, this will work. Or atomic bombs. That's a good goal. I feel like that's a much farther goal. Because isn't that... yeah, that's every science. That is a good goal, though. That gets you all the sciences. Bots or trains or negotiate with the... yeah, negotiate with the natives. Exactly. There we go. Okay, this should work a lot better. Actually, I should actually connect it here, huh? That would make more sense. Input priority left. There we go. Okay, a local recycle loop that's designed in a way that it won't actually, like, saturate the belt too much. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. It only is going to fill it if it's out of stuff. Okay, maybe it causes problems. No, maybe? I think it should be fine. It looks okay. There we go. Oh, that's so much nicer. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason not to direct feed these. Because if you don't direct feed these, you end up with something that looks like this. And then you unbarrel it immediately after. So you add 2 extra assembly machines to save pretty much nothing. We also might need to expand our power plant, which makes sense. There's not much going on there. I might just connect it to the main base. Honestly, that was just to get it started while I was doing things. Okay, so there's plastic. Now, sulfur is going to be weird. I'm thinking we build it directly on the lake. Oh, but, oh wait. No, sulfur's really weird. Wait, how do I do this? Hold up. We need an oil refinery. We need a chem plant. Because I really want I want the pump jack to go direct, I want the pump to go directly in here. Managers hate this one trick, what, just cover everything with landfill? It's a great trick. It's a life hacks with anti. Okay, maybe we should just build it step by step. That would be a great start. Okay, first things first, we place the pump jack. Oh, remove busy work. Yeah, that's true, that is important. Wait, we don't have advanced oil cracking. So what's our next step then? Oh wait, no, this is right, this is right. Okay, we just need to be very careful where we place landfill now, because there's no going back. Perfect. Then I think we need one more landfill right here. That way we can get a pump. There we go, that's perfect. Okay, there we go, that's sulfur. That is sulfur. Well, okay, we still need the oil for it. Now we can say it's sulfur. And now we can copy this and see if we can tessellate it, which we can't really. We could build another one here though. Is there any... We can't remove landfill, can we? Right, that's not a thing. Yeah, good point. We could just... Extra busy work is always good. we could just add more layers to the barreling. Just because we can. Okay, no, that's right. I need to be much more careful about how I place this, though. And then 2 sulfur assemblers. This should be enough. This should be enough. Happy New York. You know, speaking of New York, we watched the countdown the other day, and for some reason when they aired it here, they didn't show the ball drop, and that was really sad. Like, I know it's just a ball dropping, but I was kind of bummed that they didn't show it. It's like just because we're not in the same time zone or something? I don't know. I thought they would just copy the exact same hour and play it 4 times for all the time zones. Okay, I think this works perfectly. The other alternative to building it directly on the water is to take... Well, we don't have any. But to take boilers and just pass the fluid through like that. Which does work, but I think this just was too fun of an idea to pass up. And we're going to do a second one for good measure. More of no pipes. Yeah, I realized I was missing something really useful last time, and I could not justify not seeing what it was like to play without that tech. Because it was just such like an obvious thing to just direct feed things way more often than I had been. So I had to fix it. We clearly do not have enough oil for all of this. Which makes sense. We have like 1 pipe worth of oil. Okay, that's gonna have to be fixed. Coal liquefaction is useless in this run? That's a good question. I don't actually know. It's not necessary, but we could probably do something with it. Wait, I don't think it would be possible. Would it? I don't know if I can connect steam and heavy oil. I could do it with flamethrowers. I could set it up with flamethrowers. That would be really funny. I could set it up with flamethrowers. Is this from scratch again? Yeah, nothing borrowed from the old map. Because my whole, like, second half of the base was based on the other one. It was based on a lot of barrel recycling, but not, like, local recycling. And we need the local recycling part of it. What side of the belt would this go on? The wrong side. That's fine. We're on the wrong side of history right now. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of wasted power poles. That's fine. So many factory buildings. Oh, your factory. Yeah. No, spaghetti factory is leaving a mess. That's where it's at. I cannot judge. I can't judge anyone on that here. This is clearly not working. But I don't know why. Oh, wait. No, I think I know why. I think we just backed up too many immediately. We can do a flamethrower to pass the heavy oil. Outputs would also be flamethrowers, yeah. It would use a lot of flamethrowers to set it up. Okay, this was supposed to be safer, but clearly it wasn't. Maybe it's because I combined two belts. Oh, I think it's because I split it off. Must be, yeah. Yeah, we every single one of our bases here is some form of spaghetti. Okay, what did I do wrong? Should it be like one giant loop? Is that what it should be? Maybe I should examine the entire section. How do we pass through the petroleum gas? You just consume it locally, or you barrel it. One of the two options. But usually you would just consume it locally at the factory or at the refinery, which is why we're redoing this, because I didn't do this at all. It's the same there aren't fighters. Seeing them attack advanced oil would be fun. I didn't feel like it would add that much. But I guess since I'm doing this all remotely, I am putting a pretty good chunk of my factory over here. I wasn't considering that there would be increased pollution at oil with this design. Because that's the only reason I turned them off. I was like, oh, they won't add anything, but they actually kind of do. Honestly, I think it just looks backed up, but it's probably not. Hopefully not. The idea is to not have that many barrels this time. Because I wanted to actually make something work, not something that doesn't work. Read belt contents hold. But clearly it's still not working great. Okay, it only works if this is like completely empty. I think we just need to move some barrels somewhere. Oops. Oh, this is a lot of barrels. Wow, barrels suck. Barrels are the worst. Okay, I think this is technically not backing up. It just looks backed up. Or I'm wrong. Let's see. These don't produce oil. Wait. We're actually pump jack limited here? That's very surprising. If you don't add productivity modules to your barrels production, are you even living? Can you do productivity for barrels? Because that would be fun. So the petroleum has to be consumed locally because there's no way to extend light oil because the flamethrower couldn't fit. Yeah, exactly. You can put You can barrel heavy oil with flamethrowers, you can barrel light oil directly, but you can't barrel petroleum if you also want to do light oil and heavy oil. So you have to do assembly machines. Wow, this is so... These are working so terribly. Am I missing something? Are these short on power or something? I don't get why these are working so slowly. Like, this should... Is this like a really bad patch? It might just be a worse patch than I thought. Steel to barrel takes productivity. Ooh. I didn't know this. Why not count like 100 barrels per pump jack and just make a loop for them? Well, that would just require us to like count the whole thing, right? I guess, yeah, we don't... We could just remove it now. We probably... Yeah, we probably could just have it stop producing. But I wanted it to be... I wanted it to be dynamic, so that way if I extended the belt, I didn't have to redo the logic. That way it just makes sure it fills up if the belt starts to look low. Having it stop producing is not as funny. I don't know, having it stop producing is great. When everything just breaks. That's the best part. Oh wait, this is the wrong spot. There we go. Okay, so we just need to connect this. Honestly, we're just gonna do this really messy belt. So to barrel petroleum with a advanced recipe, we need to house the petroleum out of the refinery. Extend the heavy oil flamethrowers, barrel the light, and then heavy, and then cracking it. Yeah, but there's no way to get petroleum directly out of the factory. You just have to turn it into solid fuel or something. At least not now. I think you used to be able to pass fluids through different things, but that's definitely not the case anymore. That would have helped a lot. There we go. There we go. This is a much better loop. Okay, and this is also working better now that it's not completely backed up. Yeah, we just needed a longer belt. That's all we were missing. And then, of course, we stall the entire factory while everything goes back along the belt chain, but that's okay. This feels like so much oil, but it's really not. These feel like they're working slower for some reason. I don't think they do, but they feel like they're working slower. We might need to get this one. It might be worth getting that other patch, because I don't think we're producing enough oil. Or maybe it's just because the internal buffers are so high that it takes a lot to get through. I might just be used to larger ones. Did someone say even longer belt? You know what? Good point. We need a longer belt. There's no way about it. We need a longer belt. Could we avoid it? Yes, but longer belt, always a good option. Speaking my language over here. Fortunately, mods are banned, so we can't up. Wait, what would shifting the barrel factory over do? But yeah, recursive things. Not an option. I mean, technically, I could allow mods for something like this. Like, this doesn't need to follow speedrun rules. If we had a mod, that would be really fun. I'm willing to do those for Meme Run Mondays. I also like vanilla challenges as well. There we go. This is looking a lot... Maybe nicer is not the right word. Better? Wait, that's the same word. But, like, it's the same, like, concept, but different word. If we only occupy one of the refineries at a time. Oh, I see what you mean. That would be a really fun solution. But yeah, that's, not being able to have outputs from all the refineries is why pumps aren't allowed. That's the only reason. Because I thought that would make advanced oil a little bit too easy. Because then you could just extend them straight. But using a pump isn't as entertaining as, hey, look at my flamethrower chain. Because there's something about having to use like 20 flamethrowers that, I don't know, it makes me happy. There's just something really nice about putting an absurd amount of flamethrowers in a row. Also, oil is way slower to set up like this. Unsurprisingly. Definitely not a surprise, but it is quite slow. Just had to point that out. Input, input. Oh wow, we are out of fast inserters. Okay. That is not something I anticipated, but I guess I wasn't expecting I would be making this many pump jacks already. They're just very slow. Okay, so I guess they're not going to work full speed anymore. That's fine. Actually, they still might, because I think we're oil limited, not inserter limited right now. Especially now that we have stack size upgrade. Input, 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 input. Yeah, recursive... the idea of a recursive thing for a no barrel challenge is really... That sounds really, really great. Although at that point, I think it would be easier to just have bots. Like actually logic bots move things. Oh wait. Yeah, at that point you might as well just deconstruct and reconstruct the factory every time it backed up. Yeah. They do look pretty sad. We shouldn't skip them. Oh, but we're out of belt. Okay, I have a solution. We are going to conserve our belt. As the sole reason of we don't have much. And you said there were two? Where's the second one? Oh, you're right. I am missing a second one. Wait, the first assembler, is that broken too? Oh no. Oh no, we made an even lonelier one. Okay, we can figure this out. Okay, we just need a few more belts. We can, I think we can convert some belts somewhere. Yeah, no, we got this. We got this. Look at this long stretch that we can take from. Oh my gosh, my inventory is a mess now. Yeah, the worst part, nobody told me the worst part of this would be having to clear your inventory of junk. Okay, now that should be enough stolen belt that this will work. This wasn't powered, it is now. Okay, I think everything's good. We're just waiting on the barrels to get through now. I might need to increase the barrel amount to like 2. Although I think we're just running out of barrels, aren't we? Yeah, we just don't have enough barrel production to support it. I can kickstart it. I can definitely kickstart it with 400 barrels. Kickstart might be the wrong word here, huh? Yeah, kickstart is definitely the wrong word here. This is slow. Start it, I guess? I mean, it's technically faster than it would have been. Okay, is this enough? Yeah. So to whoever was asking, which is better, pipes or barrels? Yeah, prime it. There we go. I feel like, yeah, that has some indication that it's probably going to make it faster, but it also just means starting in general. So yeah, that works. Limp start it. We're barely starting. Oh, wait, we have enough oil. Cool. Should I be recycling all of my oil? Will this break? I don't think this can break. Maybe it can break. I don't think it can. We're not recycling the crude oil, but I think that's fine. Yeah. The only thing that can break stuff is the regular barrels. Yeah, this should be fine. If it backs up, it backs up and the world ends. But we can live with that. And yeah, this is not the right ratio. But this is easier than setting up a lot of barrels. Is a lot of extra barrelers. Because it's like 4 times. It's like a third as many assemblers, which is a very significant decrease. Okay, I think everything. Oh wait, that's not supposed to be side loaded there. Oh no, can we outpace it? I think. Oh nope, we didn't. That was supposed to go to the top of it. There we go. That would have broken things. That would have broken things real bad. Well, okay, it probably wouldn't have been the end of the world. Yeah, okay. I think it might be better to do like a set, but then make it like 4. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, wait. Enable read belt contents hold. I don't know if that really makes a difference. Probably doesn't. It makes me feel like there's a difference, though. You once wanted to load barrels on a giant train and ship it. Then you estimated how many barrels I need. Yeah. It's when you do the math and realize that barrels are not good that it starts to become not the greatest plan. I guess we can keep this one. Honestly, this almost works better than this one. Also, this is out of barrels. Yeah, we're low on barrels. Maybe we will need 30,000 barrels. Especially since this is literally being started. It's being started by like a single steel furnace. If I recall correct. No, sorry, two furnaces making steel. Which is not that much. We're also probably low on power. I could expand this one. Hopefully, honestly, that might be enough might be enough of a power expansion. Yeah, we have more than enough plastic. Oh, we didn't add output to... We ran out of belt. I don't have any belt to output from the sulfur. How do we do this? I guess we just dismantle it, huh? No! Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm trying to minimize how much destruction of the lake I do right now. Power is beautiful. It's a good design. Thanks for the idea. There's definitely no bias. There's no bias in your comment. There we go. Okay. All the sulfur we could ever need. Okay, maybe not all the sulfur we can ever need. A decent amount of sulfur. Enough to get oil. That's the important thing. Or enough to get blue science. And we'll probably have to wrap it up there. Next time will be pretty much entirely fluid stuff, though. It's just... When you have a restriction that doesn't kick in for like an hour and a half, it's it's really just normal. Let's make a base type of thing. You always tend to have way too much sulfur. I feel like you need a lot of it immediately, and then you just don't need it as much anymore. Like, you need it to burst out your initial bots, but you don't need a ton at a steady state, usually. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll finish blue science, of course, for today. Oh, wait, sulfur connects to the top. I made sure it went facing down. Oh, perfect. Okay, is that everything I need for blue science? Probably not. Unless you do have lasers. Ooh, true. Wait, if you do lasers, you don't need a lot of sulfur? Or what would you need sulfur for without lasers? Rocket cannons? Artillery? Oh, is it for artillery? Artillery would probably use a lot of sulfur, huh? Of course we're low on copper. I think I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, let's see. Did I actually leave things? I did. These are not running. I really hope this is just a belt delay thing and like a lack of barrel issue. Lasers need sulfur. Well, I got that much, but it sounded like... But it said don't need a lot of sulfur. So I was confused by the wording, but I might have misread it. I think I just misread where the emphasis was on. Or where the emphasis was. But yeah, they do use a lot of batteries, huh? Okay, is this good? Oh, we need red belt. Emphasis more later. I think it's right. I just got confused by the double negative. But it is the right number. It is the right number of negatives. I just wasn't expecting it, so I got bewildered, not befuddled. Yeah, let's go with befuddled. That's a fun word. It's accurate. It isn't not too many negatives to avoid being confusing. Exactly. The most non-confusing way to write that too. What is this supposed to be? Oh, we need red belt. We need red belt. Which means we can just extend this belt too. I think we're just gonna... Oh, wow. Wait. Can this fit? Technically, yes. Yeah, technically, yes. Okay, we'll go with that. There's red belt, underground. We don't actually need red splitters, I don't think, but we're gonna make them anyway, because they're... It's always nice to have a couple of them, just in case you need them. But the main thing we need from red belt is just these things, because I think that will let us make a very scalable advanced oil. Oh, that's the wrong color. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong about that, and it doesn't actually matter. This does not need the double inputs, but I was not paying attention to which ones go where, so we're just gonna add a lot of extra power poles. You can't, or extra inserters. You can't go wrong with extra inserters. And we don't need to buffer those, so yeah, we should be good. This should be a very slow but technically functional red belt build. Unless we use it to upgrade lanes, which I don't think we need to. But unless we use it to upgrade lanes, it should be more than sufficient. Yeah, okay. It works. The goal is to really just have one refinery and then a red underground going through it. Because yellow belt is one tile too short. But that's the only reason I want red belt. Because that will let me do plastic in a very, very expandable way. So I can do oil cracking, which there's no reason to, but I want to do oil cracking. Just for fun. Or maybe coal liquefaction. Something really useless. And then it looks like we can get flamethrowers now. Also, not necessary. But we're going to do a couple things more than we need to next time. And then we still don't have sulfur. Is it just a belt delay problem? Okay, it is. Nope, it's a throughput problem. What's the issue? Is it lack of barrels? I think it's lack of barrels. I think the barrel delay is insanely high. Yeah. Okay. We can speed this up. Right? Yeah, no. We can go over there in person, and we can hand feed it, like, all of my steel. We're just gonna hand feed it, like, 1,000 barrels. And a couple assembly machines, and that should kickstart it a lot faster. Like, actually kickstart it, and not just, not limp start it, not just prime it. Because the delay is going to be incredibly high for Blue Science, because we still need to produce, like, 2,000 barrels. Yeah, the barrels are rough. They are very expensive pipes. It's almost like they don't want you to play the game like this. I don't really know why barrels are in there in the first place, to be honest. Like, I can't think of any non-mod reason to use them. Aside from torturing yourself. Maybe they look nicer? They came... Oh, fluid wagons didn't exist, right. I forgot about that. And then when they added fluid wagons, you used to be able to put like 3 resources in them. That was cool. I don't know if that's still a thing. So let's use a wooden chest here. That we did not bring anything. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that would do it. And then there's no reason to really remove them at that point. Yeah, that's a good reason. We don't have productivity modules, Tice. Sorry, so we can't prod module the barrel assembler quite yet. Fluid wagons are a tank on wheels. Yeah, they're pretty great. I definitely miss when they were 3 tanks on wheels. 3 really small tanks on wheels. I don't think I ever ran into a situation where I wanted 3 fluids going into a single train, but it was cool. It was cool. Or a single cargo station. Okay, hopefully this fixes the problem. Alright. Okay. I wanted to increase the belt density too. I wanted to fill it up if it's like half full or so. Yeah, that looks good. Because I really, honestly, since we have the local recycling loop, it's not that critical. Also, this one's like never going to start. Hold on, let's move this around. There we go. Now we don't have to feel like there's this one that's not going to start until everything loops completely around. Yeah, okay. So we have oil. It still is not making sulfur, not a ton. Or maybe it's not. Oh wait, is it making? Oh, I think we're finally getting enough oil. Now that we've primed it, now it's just a now everything's backed up enough. Cool. This was a worthwhile trip. But I mean, it's still important to have this done for later because we're going to need a lot more plastic. And we could buffer plastic, but if we buffer plastic, we won't force ourselves to expand it later. And I want to have to expand it later. Because I want to do cracking for no reason. Because cracking will be built directly on the water, and I think that'll be fun. Everything will have probably a pump going directly into it. This ammo belt looks weird. Look, if you throw a barrel at someone fast enough, it probably does some damage. When does Factorio add catapults? Actually, that reminds me. I played a Factorio-like game. Or an automation game, but it was also a lot like... It was like RimWorld meets Factorio. Which was a weird combination because it just meant getting automation set up was incredibly slow. Because you had to wait for like your characters to like eat and do all that stuff. And then you got automation. So it was very, very slow start. But for long distance transportation, they had a catapult and you could just fling stuff that you needed, which was really a really great concept. Yeah, I guess Renai Transporter is basically that. Why did we walk? Did I literally pick up my car and then start walking? Is that Renai Transportation? You know what? I should probably check out Renai Transportation. Because that one just seems like a good time. A very good time. Also, I think I should probably upgrade this too. Using 57 transport belt. Something tells me that we don't have enough transport belt to upgrade this lane. But we sure can try. We're definitely going to try. Okay, we don't need the upgrade. The upgrade stops here. Then it would help if we replace that, so that way we don't need to use as many undergrounds. Okay, so we actually only need 40... We only need like 50 more. Actually, yeah, this is good. We only need like 50 more. Imagine the spaghetti you can make if you threw stuff over your base. You bring up a very good point. I know a lot of people have done Renai Transportation stuff, but it's just such a fun... It's just a fun sounding mod that I think it would be worth doing. Yeah, we might do that one. I'll add it to the list. Because I think we would get some monstrous designs. Like, we get those with just vanilla Factorio. Just imagine if we could also throw stuff. The fact that you can bounce stuff, though, that's pretty cool. I've been playing... What's it called? I've been playing Grounded with one of my friends. Which is a really cool, like, survival crafting game where it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but meets Minecraft, I guess, would be a decent way to describe it. And it's really fun. And we just discovered that you can make trampolines and use them as transport. So we're trying to make a long chain of trampolines to take us around our base. Really fun. What a great glacier wolf. What's the question mark for? So all barrels and direct feeding, yeah. It's not as messy as I thought it would be. It's more just, I've never built this many barrels in my life, so it feels wrong. I guess space exploration, I've used a decent amount of barrels. Yeah, it's a whole lot of barrels, and we're directly producing plastic from the refineries. So we don't have any pipes between them. Yeah, this is our refinery. We have a barrel loop that goes between all of the pump jacks, which was a lot farther away than I thought it would be. I've only produced, like, I think 1,000 barrels by now. 2,000 barrels. There are 2,000 barrels on this pipe, and it still hasn't started yet, which makes sense. But I think we're also just starting to back up resources. So it's more than enough barrels. But yeah, we're direct feeding everything. Because if we do the correct ratio of oil refineries to chemical plants, you have to use like 2 extra assemblers to unbarrel and rebarrel, and that's honestly not worth saving a chem plant. And then sulfur we have directly being produced on the water. Lube won't be too bad. We're going to be producing lube on the water. So to do lube, we'll barrel the light oil directly. We'll turn the petroleum into plastic. Yeah, petroleum into plastic, barrel the light oil directly, and then turn the heavy oil directly into lube. So it's going to look something like this. And then a red belt will go under here for plastic, I think. Yeah, things fortunately are on the correct side for it to actually work. So this is the only barrel you have to get. There's no way, as far as I know, there's no way to get a barrel of everything out at the same time. We are setting up flamethrower production so we can barrel heavy oil though, just because we can. It's very much unnecessary, but I would like to do it. It's really great. It's using flamethrowers as really, really expensive pipes. It's too silly to pass up, but boy are they expensive. They're like cheaper. They're more expensive than doing another refinery because you have to use like 4 flamethrowers per refinery, and flamethrowers are pricey. I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio here, right? Which, speaking of, we should probably start buffering flamethrowers. Flamethrowers as pipes. Oops, all cars. Nonsense. Flamethrowers. I I really want to put everything. I kind of want to do that all cars on belts things as the only means of being able to transport resources. It just sounds so dumb, and I love it. I'm all for that. We'll see if it's actually. It will depend how. I might have to make an exception for the beginning. I don't know. It depends how slow the beginning would be. What's a car automation take? Oh, that's not that bad. That's not bad at all. Gotlap is like entirely hand fed, and that's like 20 to 30 minutes. So yeah, you can hand feed 300 green science without using any belts. That's not the end of the world. And I guess I could direct feed into insert assemblers too. I just can't put stuff on a belt. But yeah, we can hand feed all the way to cars. I think that will be fine. What's the ratio for these? 1-to-1? Yeah, 1-to-1. There we go. More than enough barrels. And look at that. We actually have blue science. So bots are gonna have to wait till next time because I have to go shopping. Yeah, we'll have to finish this tomorrow. Oh yeah, yeah. UPS won't be fantastic. I can't imagine UPS will be great. Or just start with 10 cars. No, we gotta start with 30,000 cars. But yeah, we'll probably only have a few cars to start. Loading your absurd base. Wait, were you the one who? You weren't the one who suggested. Someone gave me a blueprint one time for car-fed science, and I cannot find it, but I don't remember who it was either. It was a suggestion for burner percent, but it required me to make like 200 cars right off the bat. I'm curious what your absurd base is, though. Okay, so what did we fix this, right? Yeah, okay, so red chips are working fully. Oh, we should probably start getting prod modules. You put U to K2 and put everything on the bus? Oh no. How large is that bus? I mean, that's awesome. I definitely I like that. It sounds really easy to expand. Well, it sounds difficult to make things really high throughput, but if a recipe is really complex, it sounds easy to branch off at any point. But it also sounds wide. Even in vanilla, buses get wide, so I can't imagine what a K2 one is like. How many lanes is it? Where's speed module? Wait, have I not researched modules yet? I have not researched modules yet. 200 lanes wide. That's awesome. That is a very wide base. Are these working? Oh yeah, they are working fully. Blue science. Oh, we're power limited. Yeah, power. We'll put that in the save. No pipes, but actually not dumb, but actually good. There we go. Low power. Okay, low power and oh wait, and bots. We'll finish this tomorrow. I just have to go shopping. I thought I'd be able to finish this today, but it forgetting everything I needed for oil like 3 times in a row definitely lost a lot of time. You made 15k barrels. Well, I think I can beat the barrel require. I think I'll be able to top you in barrels pretty soon. Low power and finish bots. Because we're already up to like 3,000 and we just started. We just started getting into. Yeah, 3,000 barrels and we're just getting to fluids. Although, realistically, we probably only need like 10,000. But I might aim for something like 30k again. It depends how large I make the base. Because I am tempted to finish this tomorrow, but actually make like... It would be fun to go for a science goal with only pipes. To see how many barrels per second I can really use. As opposed to just launch a rocket. Because I feel like most of the complexity would be like, what if you need 10 lanes of plastic? What is your like large factory gonna look like? We'll consider that. We'll think about that more tomorrow. Well, once I do the launch, see if I still want to do a little bit more of that. Because I would like to see like 50... I would like to see coal liquefaction. 500 science per minute base. We could do that. We could also aim for a specific tech, so that way I just keep expanding. How many belts is 500 science per minute? Doesn't... Or how many... Oh wait, that's a lot, isn't it? That's like 8... Wait. Is that a belt? Is that half a belt of every science? That's about half a belt of every science. That seems large. A little bit larger than I had in mind, but maybe it could work. 28k barrels and a 257 wide belt bus. That's very... It's a very large bus. But yeah, I have to get going. I have to go do some shopping. I'll be back tomorrow to finish this. We'll do burner designing on the weekend, I think. It was a stupid idea? No, it's a great idea. I mean, sure, it takes 257 belt to expand at one tile, but I love it. Yeah, hope you all have a wonderful new year. I'm gonna go do some shopping, be back tomorrow to finish this, and have a good one.